Microjig, maker of the gripper. Work safer, work smarter.
Oh, that looks good. Oh no.
Hey, I can cut it.
I think that'll just make a mess. I've got a better idea. For the blade for the pizza cutter, I decided to go with Padook. So the first thing I'm going to do is make a nice straight edge on this piece of Padook. Then I'll take it over to the table saw and cut off a strip that's wide enough for the blade. Before taking this piece over to the planer, I'm going to flatten one face at the joiner, and this chalk that I put on here will tell me when this board is nice and flat. At the drill press, I'm going to make a small hole in the center of this circle for a nail, which will allow me to spin this piece on my table saw sled to form the circle. This will make a lot more sense later. This circle that I just made at the table saw is going to be the pizza cutter wheel, so I need to have it come to an edge, or kind of like a knife edge around the perimeter of the circle. So what I did is I took a piece of plywood and I attached a runner to the back with a couple screws, and I'm going to use my belt sander to make this edge by spinning the circle on one side and then flipping it over and doing the same thing on the other side. I snipped the head of the nail off to make this process a little easier. I moved my nail hole further up, and I'll just repeat the same process again on both sides. Doing this operation at the belt sander wasn't giving me the edge that I needed on the end of this pizza wheel cutter. So I switched to a panel raising bit, which will give me a much sharper edge. For the handle, I have a piece of scrap cherry laying around that I think will be perfect for this. And what I think I'm going to do is take that leftover Padook that we milled to make the cutter wheel, and I'm going to sandwich that in between two pieces of cherry. Now I can glue my cherry and Padook handle sandwich together, but I need to make sure that I leave space at the front for the cutter wheel. So with the handle blank out of the clamps, I'm going to drill a 5/16 inch hole for a dowel which will hold the cutter wheel. With most of the shaping out of the way at the bandsaw, I'm going to use a 1/4 inch radius roundover bit at the router table, and I'm going to get as much as I can at the router table, and then I'm going to switch to sandpaper and then blend everything in.